My name is Austin Erameh. I work as a national project coordinator for the International Labour Organization. Basically, I lead implementation of the Fairway Global Program in Nigeria. And what the Fairway Program is doing is to address structural issues that pose as challenges to effective labor migration between countries of origin, of which Nigeria has been identified as one, to the GCC countries. Now, within the framework of that project, we have identified national adaptation of the global toolkit for reporting on forced labor and fair recruitment issues, which was developed by the ILO in 2020. The adaptation commenced in 2019, and we concluded work. It commenced in 2020, and we've concluded work in adapting the toolkit in 2021. What the ILO is currently doing is sensitizing media practitioners, including civil society organizations, as well as the academia, on the existence of that adapted toolkit for reporting forced labor and fair recruitment, as well as capacitating them on the normative contents of the toolkit. Now, going forward, we expect that from this workshop, which we just concluded, beneficiaries of the training, which include, of course, the civil society organizations and media, are able to improve their skills and knowledge on reporting issues that relate to labor migration generally, and more particularly looking at forced labor and fair recruitment. Now, the toolkit itself contains tips, guidance, and it's generally a practical guide on how media organizations and journalists can go about reporting labor migration issues, including forced labor. And we expect that in the no distant time, particularly with the exercise that we've conducted today, where we have jointly and collaboratively reviewed a survey tool that we'll be using to gauge the impact of this particular line of work, where we are capacitating media organizations, we'll be able to gauge the improvements and contribution that the Fairway Global Program is making, working with media and civil society at country level. So I think basically what we've also identified from the line of work we've been doing is that the labor laws and the national labor migration policy of Nigeria are non-discriminatory, including Nigerian migrant workers that are seeking employment opportunities, as well as migrant workers that are working in Nigeria. What we are doing as the ILO is working in consonance with the established labor laws at the national level and policies that the government has adopted. Everything that the ILO does is within these established frameworks, and what we do is to support and complement the work of the government to ensure that we strengthen the national capacities, we improve on the landscape, including policies, laws, as well as the practice level engagement, particularly in standardizing these processes with internationally recognized labor standards.
For taking the work forward. Thank you to those that have joined us from out of town. We have a couple of them who joined us from out of town. Wishing you safe travels. Thank you to my colleague Joseph, who has been supporting to from back end. A round of applause for that. Ensuring that things go smoothly, ensuring that some of us don't starve for the past 2 days. And on behalf of the Director of the ILO Abuja office, Ms. Vanessa Kala, it's a general gratitude to all participants. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, when next we have the opportunity to converge. Thank you. Lunch is served at the restaurant. I'm sure most of us have our tickets. I'm sure Josephine has already collected bank details from participants regarding just a token for your transportation that you used to join us for the past 2 days. Thank you, and see you next again. Bye.
Thank you. I said the last word. This one doesn't add, it's not part of it.